The Chinese man say then done with Jamaica. They are finished with Jamaica. Then they pack them bag and go and left Jamaica. They don't want to have nothing to do with Jamaican people anymore. Then they pack up them businesses, them grandparents, everybody with their Jamaica. Then they left everything. So, if you want to hear my thoughts and opinions on what these Chinese people have to say, please keep on watching your girl, cause I got a lot to say. So I was reading a news article in the Gleaner where they say the Chinese shun Jamaica. So I'm gonna say some of the direct things that they said in this news article. I don't agree with the title because Chinese can mean anything. They need to be more specific. But the Chinese businessmen and women of Jamaica that lives in Jamaica, that works in Jamaica, said then they left. They can't bother, then leaving. So the Chinese man that they were actually interviewing says while some business are still operating in Jamaica, they're investing in migration plans. So they're still working and collecting Jamaican dollars and selling the Jamaican people what their stuff, their products, and making money. But they're also having a backup plan. They're also getting all the money they can get from out the Jamaican people to migrate to somewhere else. The Chinese community is heavily targeted by criminals. They get robbed at gunpoint very often, hostage situation, and tied up at home. The Chinese had a meeting with JCF, and JCF is the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The superintendent relating to crime problems because they were on the verge of closing down all businesses in Jamaica. So the man that was being interviewed saying that the Chinese community is heavily targeted by criminals and they were on the verge of just giving up all their business and just closing everything down and leaving. And that's when they actually had a meeting with the superintendent about crime and violence in their community. And next, the Chinese said the Chinese Mr. or Mrs. Chin is disrespectful. Cultural differences with Jamaicans are more outgoing and enthusiastic. Most Chinese leave in the retirement age because they don't feel safe. They don't feel like the healthcare system is going to be beneficial to them in the long run, and there's no benefit to paying taxes. So they can pay taxes and they won't get any benefits when they retire, basically. And they don't feel welcomed. So let me put on this. I wrote down everything that I said. So the Chinese people say that they're done with Jamaica, they are left, they don't feel welcome, the cultural differences is affecting them and all these things. So hi, hello. Did the Jamaican people ask you to come to their country? That's the first question. Did we ask you to migrate from China, Japan, any Asian countries that you belong to, or even America? Did we ask you to come to our country and open up businesses in our country? No, we did not ask you to do that. So if you leave, you will leave at your own free will, because we never invited you in our country, and for real, we don't need you in our country at all. It's full time now. Jamaica stand up on their own 2 feet and start go back to farming yam and dashing and cassava and all these things, and start make these Chinese people feeding dog coat, dog, rat, cat, horse, and all these things. Okay, so the Chinese people saying that their cultural difference is a big issue, and the older Chinese people are more stuck in their ways and they don't understand the Jamaican culture because we're more enthusiastic, we're more outgoing, and they're a bit more laid back, conservative. If you're going to a country And if you're going to be doing business in a country, it's up to you to change. It's up to you to adapt to that country so that your businesses will survive, so that you can make surplus of your business. It's not up to the people to change up and fix up for your benefit. No, you were the one that went to Jamaica. Now you're the one that needs to adapt. And if you Chinese people that are in Jamaica would actually integrate yourself in our communities, actually get to understand Jamaican people, instead of having your little communities outside of the Jamaican community, have one like a Chinese area and then you have like a Jamaica area. If it's migrated into the Jamaican areas and actually try to understand Jamaican people, maybe you guys would feel welcome. Maybe you guys wouldn't be targeted. And it's very wrong that criminals are targeting them. It's very, very wrong. Nobody should be targeted, especially if you have a business. That should be a benefit to a community if somebody opens a business in a specific community. So, my thoughts, the Chinese people need to integrate into the community, and if they want to feel more welcome, they need to understand that we have cultural differences and we're different people, and they're the one that's supposed to change and adapt when they come to our country, not us. And to the Jamaican people, to my Jamaican brothers and sisters, full time, it is full time that y'all start planting back on a cassava, start raising a hog, cow, and all these things, because these Chinese people are feeding you rat, cat, dog, horse, donkey, and all these things without you knowing, without your consent or your knowledge. So then they feed you all sorts of foolishness. They're fucking up your body, fucking up your digestive system. We have enough fucked up shit that goes through our digestive system every day. We don't need people to be falsely impersonating chicken and fish and all these things and giving it to us, okay? It's full time now. We start go back to old Jamaica, farming Jamaica, and stop depending on these people, because Jamaica depend on these Chinese people for their imported products. We need to be importing products out of Jamaica, not importing them back into Jamaica. We need to go back to the old days where importing food and stuff from Jamaica was a big business, okay? And honestly, the Chinese people talking about they don't feel welcome and they don't feel this and they don't feel that. Why are y'all still in Jamaica? Y'all are still making money. Y'all are still milking our communities for everything it has. So you talking about y'all leaving and you're making up migration plans is a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry to say it, it's a bunch of bullshit, because if you guys didn't feel welcomed, if you guys felt like our cultural differences was such a big issue and it wasn't beneficial to you, y'all would have left a long time ago. So all that BS that you're talking about is all BS, because y'all have way more to gain being in Jamaica with your businesses than you have to lose, okay? Y'all make a lot of money out of the Jamaican communities each and every day, and y'all don't put any of it back into our communities. Y'all put it into your communities or send it back to your native land, to China. So what Jamaicans need to do is support people that is Jamaican, that putting back money into our communities, investing in our communities. And I don't know how many videos I have to say where Jamaican people need to start investing in their own. Chinese people talk about how them left and then they do this and they do that. If we were investing in our communities, making our own products, going back to the old days and farming and all these things, we wouldn't need any Chinese people to be in our country to provide any products at all, because we would still have our factories, we would still have manufacturing, and we would still be importing and making a lot of money importing products out of Jamaica, and that's what our people need to get back to. So that's my thoughts and opinions on this story. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and tell me in the comment section what you think about these Chinese people talking about them. I left Jamaica and they appear criminal, they target them, and the cultural difference. They don't like people call them Chinese, Mr. Chin or Mrs. Chin. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section, and tell me if you think Jamaica needs to go back to manufacturing and importing their own products, because that me say and that me mean.
What's up guys, thank you for watching the video up to the end. I'm your host Larry, and remember, if you're watching my videos for the first time, kindly like, subscribe, comment and share my videos. So guys, to my returning subscribers, I want to thank you for always coming back to view my videos, and to my new subscribers, thank you so much for coming, or rather subscribing to my channel. Now guys, let's just dive in straight to the discussion about the video you've just watched. Now, the Chinese are reportedly leaving Jamaica with a certain claims that of course are not true. So for one, they are talking about being attacked by like goons in Jamaica. So for one, like we've heard the Jamaican sister say, if you have a business running in a certain community, those people should actually, or rather you should be an added, or rather you should be an advantage to that community. So why would that people of that community attack you? Another thing, we've heard her say that the Chinese are talking of cultural differences. I mean, just about cultural differences. You are in a foreign country, not your own country. So for one, we all know that Jamaicans, they are very active people. They are very happy and jovial people. They really enjoy every moment. They are very outgoing. And unlike the Chinese, as we've heard, the young lady say, they are this kind of sit-back conservative. They are not outgoing. You see, and now in Jamaica, as we all know that Jamaica, they are so outgoing because they have a lot of sceneries. And we can clearly tell that Jamaicans, they are living a dream for a lot of people in this world. The life that Jamaicans are living, whatever experiences they are having in Jamaica, it's a dream for a lot of people in this world. For instance, let's talk about the Blue Lagoon. Look how beautiful it is. The sandy beaches. Now, another thing, just to talk of also the cultural differences. Now, the Chinese, I can guarantee you that China is amongst the top countries in the world whereby the black people are not welcomed. We've had a lot of cases of racism and discrimination on black people. And by black people, that includes the Africans. The Chinese really discriminate people according to their color. For instance, here in our country, like the Chinese are running a lot of businesses whereby they give the Africans a lot of hard work. They don't have specific time to open their businesses, or rather their construction sites, whereby they expect the Africans to be there as early as they want. And when I say as they want, I mean as the Chinese want, not as the Africans want. Hard works with little pay. And another thing I can also say, it's just that the government are giving a lot of priorities to these Chinese people. They If they have any projects to be done, the first person will be these Chinese people. If they have these projects whereby they need an architect or an engineer, the whites and the Chinese will be the first people to be considered. And in that case, allow me to say this: we black people, we Africans, we don't support each other. We don't. We really don't support each other at all. Now, about the cultural differences. When a black person goes to China, if they dare complain about the cultural differences he is having and those of Chinese, we all know what will happen. They'll be like, why are you complaining and you are in a Chinese land, you are in a Chinese country? Why don't you adapt? So the same thing goes here to the Chinese people who are reportedly living Jamaica. Why don't you adapt to the Jamaican culture? Instead of just complaining, why don't you adapt to the Chinese culture? So I think the Chinese should really adapt to the Jamaicans' culture, and that way they'll feel more welcomed. Because we've heard them say that they are not welcome. They don't feel welcome. They are just welcomed. But for them, I don't know how they want to be treated for them to feel much welcomed in Jamaica. I actually don't know. If you want to feel welcomed, embrace our culture. Don't come with your rules, just embrace our culture. And by then, everybody will see that you're trying to be one of them. Not you drawing a line between you and the Jamaicans and you claim that you don't feel welcomed in Jamaica. And another thing we can talk of, we Africans in Jamaica, we consume what we don't produce. We consume what we don't produce. And we import a lot of stuff that they are being produced in our country, and then we export it. Or rather, this is just unbelievable. Why can't we use these products that we are having in our countries to develop our countries? Why can't we use it to improve our countries, our infrastructure and all that? We Africans and also Jamaica, we will only be respected if we develop ourselves. Because many countries consider us to be third world countries. We should be able to develop ourselves. We should be able to develop our own country. By that, it means that we will gain more respect from these foreign people, from these West, from these Chinese, from these white people. We don't just stay like that and we need to be respected. Let's do something for us, something that stands for us, something that speaks for us. So guys, I'm your host Larry. Remember, if you're watching my videos for the first time, kindly like, subscribe, comment and share. To my returning subscribers, thank you. To my returning viewers, thank you. And to my new viewers, I want you to feel much welcomed. And until we meet again, peace out.